although we are very proud of the product, it's a fresh product. We make biryani on order. It's a bespoke biryani, if I can use the word khansama biryani, in terms of when the order comes, we put like a pizza, every ingredient is put in the handi, and it's dum cooked the way the biryani is traditionally cooked in a closed vessels to capture the aromas and flavors. And we use very high-end ingredients like 2 years naturally aged premium basmati, meats, vegetables, but everything is very standardized. If you put the same input material every time, which is difficult in this industry, and you use the same process, the output will be same. See, our handi is not opened by us, by the customer. So we have no way to know whether biryani is overcooked or undercooked, or the meat or the vegetable or paneer. So the whole process has to be very standardized, the way a McDonald's or a Burger King will do, but with authenticity, because biryani has a heritage. So we have to be true to the authentic flavors and how it is done. So there's a lot of work spent or time spent, resources for the first 1 year to just standardize these processes. Because a lot of times companies go in the front end in marketing, but I think the back end part here is very important. And the second more difficult part while creating a big brand is the brand has to travel. See, in Bangalore, people have their own favorites in biryani, or in Hyderabad, so you have to make the brand travel. Uh, so like recently, we just released a web series on Disney called Dum Laga Ke India. So we are corroborating the dum in biryani, the dum to the dum of India. So it's a chef Ranbir Barar who's the host, and we have PV Sindhu in Hyderabad, Bani Kapoor, and I'll encourage people. But I think it was a long introduction, but I just wanted to sort of say everything. So I think people have a context here. Yeah.
No, it's in fact, I still remember when we first met regarding the business. And I think one of the things, because Ivy Cap's model actually is anchored by the IIT Alumni Trust. We have a large number of IIT alumni who actually invested through this trust into the fund, and we have a large number of institutional investors. One of the things that, we've realized, and we have examples like Purple, where, Manish and Rahul had no clue about the beauty business, but they knew about technology and how technology can be used to understand the customer. I think similarly, you don't come from food background otherwise, so it was about understanding the customer and what technology can do. So I think it'll be interesting to understand from your perspective, not coming from the background and still actually, finding that value, or changing or finding disruptive models to really address and then scale. People would otherwise always have this perception about, can you really create $1 billion business in biryani, right? So how do you do that?
So it's very, if Jubilant can do 5,000 crores on pizza, biryani can do much more. So $1 billion is, quite achievable. And also because this is a worldwide dish, and there is no leader worldwide also in any country who can do biryani with the kind of processes and standardization we can do. So hopefully, and most than likely, we would be that leader even for the world. So coming to the technology part and finding the business model, so we always knew there is a market for biryani. See, everyone eats rice, it's aromatic, flavorsome, it's healthier than a burger or a pizza, everyone knows the category. But it has to be, like when we were launching in Punjab, everyone told us, it's a butter chicken or a tangri kebab place, how will you sell biryani? But we have like 6-7 outlets from Mohali to Chandigarh, Ludhiana is doing quite well. So the standardization and the technology here is very important. So it might not look like that, but let's say even the handi, the thickness of the handi or the mud which goes into it, or the opening, how much it is, because everything will change how the biryani will be cooked in the oven, what temperature, what moisture, and in terms of ingredients, if you use a different rice or a different water or a different meat cut. So although it'll be crude, but see, let's say when we source our mutton, it's a 7.5 kg carcass, and so it's the variation can be few hundred grams, but it cannot be a 12 kg carcass, or so same for the chicken, same for, like we use the rice from Dawat only, which is a 2 years naturally aged rice. So every ingredient down to the last detail has to be standardized, the masalas, everything.